I told you that all of that relationship hard work you've been doing might actually be sabotaging your connection? Let me explain. As a recovering fearful avoidant with an anxious side, I spent years in relationships where I felt I had to work exhaustingly hard to get partners to see my perspective, to show up with emotional presence, or to simply do their part when it came to aspects of basic adulting. I thought love was supposed to feel like constant effort. Turns out I was kind of trapped in a pattern that kept me choosing people that would only reinforce my own insecurities and beliefs about what I could actually have in relationships. Hi, I'm Katya Morozova. I'm an attachment coach and norm practitioner. I help people become secure in relationships and have lasting connections. I do this by using the wisdom of attachment theory and the practical application of it in coaching. If that sounds helpful to you, then definitely hit subscribe. Now, something I notice in my coaching practice is with some clients, they'll arrive with their notebooks, their detailed outlines of what we need to cover so that we don't waste any time. They want homework, they want all the reading material, and I'm not trying to be nitpicky or critical of people who want to do a good job. That is not what I'm saying at all, especially because it's these same clients who are often clearly very successful in their lives because of their ability to come prepared and go above and beyond in many areas of life. But this isn't just about being prepared for a coaching relationship or a session. This is about what this pattern represents. It's about people who, while often overachieving on the outside, often struggle to simply relax and just be in their relationships without doing extra work. As I dig deeper with these people, they often tell me about how hard they've been working on their relationship, how much they've tried, how they've done everything right, how they finally convinced their partner to go to couples therapy after years of convincing, or how they've spent hours crafting the perfect message that their partner never seems to really understand or will get defensive around, and how they've even put endless effort into researching attachment styles to understand their partner's behavior. I see how genuinely hard you've worked, and that commitment is so admirable. But the question isn't about your willingness to put in effort. It's about whether that effort is creating the connection that you desire. And don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting that relationships don't take effort and don't take energy. They do. But here's what I notice when people talk about this particular type of hard work in their relationships. The first thing I notice is the complete absence of their own experience of their relationship, the way they feel, because they're so hyper-focused on their partner. They'll tell me all about their partner down to the small details, and they'll gloss over how they feel due to this person's behavior. It's like it'll be all about them and nothing about themselves. And the second thing that becomes obvious is the absence of their partner's effort in return in areas that really count for this person, that would make the relationship so easy for them. Now again, don't get me wrong, commitment and dedication are beautiful relationship qualities. We're not gonna throw those away, and I'm not suggesting in any way that relationships require no effort. They definitely do. But there's a crucial difference between healthy mutual investment and the depleting one-sided overwork I see with these clients. Because my thinking is relationships shouldn't consistently drain your energy. They shouldn't require you to abandon your needs, your emotions, your experience. And they shouldn't feel like a constant uphill battle. You know, in fact, studies on attachment theory by researchers like Dr. Sue Johnson and Dr. Stan Tatkin show that the most securely attached relationships actually reduce stress hormones like cortisol and increase those feel-good hormones like oxytocin. When we're not constantly in fight or flight mode, we conserve a lot of emotional and mental energy, because the hallmark of a healthy relationship and healthy attachment is that connection that feels more like coming home and less like a constant negotiation or a constant experience of walking on eggshells. Now, would it be easier for me to tell you some kind of generic advice about a communication technique that will revolutionize your relationship and change everything? Sure. But instead, I want to address what's really happening beneath the surface here. Now, these patterns often develop in childhood when we learned that love required hypervigilance and having to constantly earn connection. If you have those patterns, then your brain is simply running on old survival software that once protected you, but now is kind of keeping you stuck and trapped in this familiar relationship dynamic. If you find yourself constantly monitoring your partner's mood, overcompensating to avoid abandonment or disappointment, or feeling responsible for the emotional climate of your relationship, what actually needs attention is your blueprint, your model for how relationships should go. Now, what do I mean by shifting your relationship blueprint? Well, what if your relationship could be, dare I say it, easy? What if you had someone who was open to hearing you and seeing you? And what if you did less in your dynamic than more? I want to invite you to meditate or journal on this question. What might my life look like if I stopped working so hard in relationships? When I work with these clients on these themes, we don't focus on learning more techniques. Instead, we dig deeper to uncover the internal patterns that keep us stuck in these exhausting cycles. The anxious attachment that drives us to overfunction, and the reasons that we bond to people who take but rarely give, or give for a short period of time only to change all of the sudden. Most of my hardworking clients discover something surprising when they do less, which is that they actually start to receive more. If you're exhausted from trying everything and are ready for a completely different approach to creating deep, secure connection, I'm currently taking on clients who desire support with this kind of transformation. You can apply for coaching using the link up here somewhere or below this video. Did you like this video? If you did, give me a thumbs up. And go ahead and subscribe if you want to watch more content that supports you on your journey to becoming secure and having easy and lasting connections. Next up is another one of my videos on anxious attachment. That's going to be right up here. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye.